Hey everyone, it's Hiedi Scott with DIY-Dreaming. I hope you're having a wonderful day. On this video, I have a couple things to show you. I want to first of all show you the little hair doodads we made yesterday or the day before. And then I want to show you the completed porch sitter welcome sign that I've made that's two-sided, and I'm going to show you how I amped up the wow factor on the little seasonal add-ons. So it's going to be a good, lots of fun stuff here. I had lots of crazy dreams about different things that I could do last night to make this even more special, so I hope that you enjoy it. Anyways, as you're hopping on, say hi, let me know where you're watching from, let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to see if I can possibly... Let me put my board back. I just want to pin a link because I'm going to show you a lot of different things, and I put together a whole list of what the most of the things that we are going to talk about today. Okay, so yesterday or the day before, or whenever that was, I showed you guys how you could use those little wooden dowels. You can sharpen them with a pencil sharpener, use some of the wood beads, a little Sharpie, some glue to make these hair doodads. And a lot of you guys asked me, I think I'm in the right spot, I don't know, what do you do with them? Well, you put them in crisscross in the back of your head, or if your hair's long enough, on the top. And it holds your hair in like a little knot, basically without having to use a ponytail holder. So these were the other two that we made that have just little beads on them. And then these were the two that we made, well, that I made and showed you using knitting needles and wire. So I'll see at some point if I can get somebody to take a picture of the back of my head. Tell me if you could see. Okay, so Brenda says cute, cute. So you must have been able to see. My hair's really not long enough to wear those comfortably. I have a ton of hairspray in holding it all together. But okay, so this is my porch sitter sign. And let's come this way just a little bit. Oops, wrong way. And basically what it is it's a 6 foot tall by 12-inch wide piece of pine from Home Depot. I stained this side with an awesome brown stain that I love. It's not available anymore, so use whatever you can find from your favorite hardware store. I stained this side with my favorite dark gray stain, not available anymore, so use what you like from your hardware store, or you could paint your board. Okay, so it was about $10 or $11 from Home Depot. It's 6 foot tall by 12 inches wide. Then I used the porch sitter stencil set. Let me show you what that is. And some white. Oh, and I before I proceeded to stencil it, when I'm working with wood, I really like to do a spray sealer before I stencil, because wood is so porous that it will pull in your medium and then spread it out in little tiny fuzzy lines unless you close those wood pores or those wood fibers down. And any kind of clear matte spray sealer will work. This is Krylon brand from Walmart, not expensive, not fancy at all. So after I had it stained, then I sprayed it before I stenciled, okay? And then I just took the, there's a stencil set called the Porch Sitter Stencil Set. I love it. The letters are big. And you have all the letters you need to spell welcome, love, and home, plus probably a few other words that you could think of. So I just took my Porch Sitter Stencil Set, laid it on there, used some of this white chalk paste from Magnolia, DIY.com. There's a link at the bottom and a list of everything that I used. And I spelled out welcome. And then I took a little cup hook. I'm going to hold this up close so you can see. I took one of those little screw cup hook things by my finger here, and I just screwed it in with the loop up on both sides. I'll show you. You guys see it right here? So that I could put some fun little doodads to swap out for that O in the word welcome using these little discs. They're just little wood discs. I'm sorry the light is so bright. Let's see if I can aim that away just a hair without tipping over my tripod. I use some of these little discs. They're 6.5 inches round. They're from Woodpile. It's a Hobby Lobby brand. It's just back in the wood department. You get 6 of these little wooden discs for $3.49. It's a pretty good deal. And then I took my husband's drill and I just drilled a little hole somewhere towards the top of all of them. Okay, in that porch sitter stencil set, they do have some things that you can replace the O with. They have this cute little windmill stencil. They have a fun summer, a boat steering device. I can never remember the name of that. This cute little wreath, I love this. Or hearts. Okay, and then just a few days ago, maybe a week ago, MagnoliaDIY.com, Magnolia Design Company, came out with a new set that they call Porch Sitter Add-ons. And I want to show you those, and then I'll show you what I did, and I'll show you how I amped it up. Can everybody see and hear me okay? I haven't really done too many of these lives where I'm standing, but this was hard to be able to show to you, so this was the best I could figure out. Okay, so the Porch Sitter Add-ons, and these 2 sets of stencils are in the 12 by 18 inch size stencils on my website that I pinned a link to at the bottom. So when you go there, click on stencils and then click on the different sizes and look in the 12 by 18. All right, so this is one of them. It's a cute little sleigh. Here's another. It's a cute little deer. Love this one. Here's another. I haven't done it yet, but it's super cute. It's Santa Claus, and I'm thinking also that there's going to be a lot of other things that we could do with this. With the other ones too. And then a pretty fall leaf and an amazing snowflake. Okay, these are the pieces that come in the Porch Sitter add-on. And what most people do is they just make their board, and then instead of stenciling the O, they would put whichever thing they wanted right there. But I like the idea of being able to change it out all year long. And so that's why I came up with the idea of the cup hook and those little discs, and using my husband's drill to drill a hole in them. Okay, so I want to show you a few of the different combinations that I have and tell you what I did. All right. When I was live talking about this yesterday, we did this one for the brown side. And it's cute. I haven't figured out, can you guys see? I'll bring it closer. I haven't figured out a topper for that one yet because I mostly was concentrating on fall. And I really wanted to wow you guys. I mean, seriously, wow you. So I did another fall with it, and I just used the pumpkin and some of this black chalk paste. There's a link at the bottom of the page. And so this is not so special, but wait till you see it in combination with what else I've got here. And we'll look at the gray side too. Okay, so I took this roll of, let me see if I can find it, of burlap ribbon. This was in the dollar spot at Target a long time ago. I bought like 5 of them. All right, and I wrapped it around the top, and then I took some of those burlap leaves that you can get at Dollar Tree right now, and I stenciled them. You guys, look how cute they are. So this one is part of the autumn or fall, let me get my fingers out of the way, the fall, what do they call it? Subway tile set, and it says falling leaves in autumn. I only used a small piece of that stencil. And I was thinking I may go back and add a pumpkin right here. And then this one, that's the background, I used the leopard stencil and just some black chalk paste. These dried super quick. I put 2 paper towels underneath the leaves. And I think in the leaves you get 5 or 6 pieces for $1, and they're wired, so they're nice at Dollar Tree. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how this would look. And for right now, I'm just using a sewing pin to hold them. Whoops, and I just lost it. Here it is. Hang on 2 seconds. And I'll bring it close. Okay, so is that cute or what? Don't you love it? I mean, if I don't say so myself, I love it. Super cute. And then it just looks very neutral with this black pumpkin on this wood board. I love it. If you guys like it, give me lots of hearts, so I know that you like this idea. I have more, and I have some ideas for some things that you can do with these leaves beyond just these porch sitters. And it was one of those deals where the thought just came to me, of course, in the middle of the night, so I was not sleeping. And I couldn't wait to get up, so I came downstairs to my craft room around 6 in the morning and started playing. And I love it. Okay, so another fall look for the brown side involves, let me take this apart. And I'm calling these things just porch sitter ribbon toppers or porch sitter ribbon garters. And I just hot glued the leaves to the piece of burlap ribbon. Okay, so then the next fall look I want to show you is I used that leaf stencil, and I did a couple of different things with it. First, I did a whole bunch of different colors, orange and yellow and red, and then I let it dry and I sprayed it, and I went over the edges of it with just a black, the same black chalk paste, and one of these new little paintbrush squeegees. And I did some speckles inside of it. Isn't that awesome? Okay, and then I looked at it and I thought, I still want to do one more thing with it. And maybe I should have stopped there, but I think it turned out pretty cute. So then when it was dry, I sprayed it one more time because I didn't want laying a stencil on it to pull up what I already had. So I laid this polka dot stencil right here over the top, and I could see where the leaf was, so I didn't stencil the polka dots that would be where the leaf was. I just stenciled the ones around it. And I think it turned out pretty darn cute. Okay, then so I'll put this on. Okay, and then to take it up a notch, I just took some Dollar Tree ribbon. Oops, I may be too close. It's this pretty orangey rust color. It's wired, $1 for 9 feet. And I used the same polka dot stencil and the same black chalk paste. And I just did one width of my ribbon, and I'll show you what that looks like. And again, I just have them pinned for right now. I can't decide what I want to put out, but look how cute that is. So there's our topper. I was going to do something else on it, but I felt like it kind of got too busy. If you guys have ideas, tell me. Do you like it? I thought it turned out really cute. I love the leaf. Okay, so then let's flip it over and look at the gray side. And you guys, my hair's starting to fall down. I might have to take the whole thing down. I can just continue making more of these little discs, and I'm gonna take it down. I'll put everything in some kind of a container so that I can swap out my porch sitter, flip it back and forth from gray to black to brown all year long. Anyways, okay, so let's look at the gray side. Okay, for fall, on the gray side, and this porch sitter is going to be fine to be out on my front porch because, let's see, where can I stand? Because my front porch is covered. It'll be fine in the humidity. I live in the South. But I wouldn't put it somewhere where it wasn't covered, because I don't think it would hold up well to rain. Anyways, okay, so on this piece of gray disc that I stained this one a little bit lighter. I was kind of wishing I had done 2 coats like this side, but oh well. I used the pumpkin from the Porch Sitter add-on, and I did it in orange first. And then I laid it slightly aside. I let it dry and sprayed it. And then I laid that stencil back on, and it was just slightly off, just a little bit, so it would look like shading. And I did it in black. I let that dry, and these dry really quick. I mean, this was not hard. Then I let it dry, and I did the white polka dots around it, just the same as the one that I described to you. Which one was that? Oh, the leaf that has the polka dots. Yeah. So, and then I still felt like it needed a little something. So I just made this little bow, and the topper is gonna match this. And I hot glued it on there. Isn't that so cute? Okay, so just wait. This is the cutest one of all, I think. Okay, so then to coordinate with this black and white gingham and this orange and white gingham, I took those same 2 ribbons and I glued them together, and they're pinned. And then I took one of those orange leaves and I stenciled the word fall on it. And let me show you what that looks like. I think this is the one I'm gonna put out first. This side and this combination. Okay, go on there. So how are you guys doing? I haven't done any of my usual stuff. I'm sorry, sometimes I just get so darn excited about stuff I can't even think straight. I am definitely in the right job, if you want to call this a job right now, because I think about crafts 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and in the middle of the night too. Do you? If you do, give me some hearts. Anyway, so here we go. And then here's the matching little pumpkin down below. Okay, so there were so many things that I could have done with this topper, and I want to show you. All right, I could have just used one of the plain orange leaves from Dollar Tree up here, or a combination of them. Or I could have used the stripes stencil like I did on this leaf with black chalk paste and put it up there. Or I could have used the leopard stencil like I did with this one and put it up here. I felt like all of those things were a little too busy with everything that I had going on, but these are pretty darn cute, don't you think? And they're probably about 20 cents a piece. And all you do to make one of these is you just lay some paper towels out and lay your leaf down flat, put your stencil over the top of it. These green stencils are sticky, but you don't have to fuzz them if you're going to be using them on top of a fabric something, and burlap is a fabric. So I just laid it on there, pressed it down, used a fat squeegee, and some of this black chalk paste, applied it, cleaned my stencil, and let it dry about an hour. And I don't know, I think these are pretty darn cute. But I want to show you one other thing that I think is as cute, if not maybe cuter. Okay, and you know that Mandela lace stencil that I love so much? My hair's terrible. Well, I did the same thing with the Mandela lace stencil over the top of this brown burlap leaf from Dollar Tree. What do you guys think? Pretty cute, huh? I mean, there's so many things you could do. And then there's a zillion different applications for what you could put these on. So if you're just hopping on now, I did pin a link at the bottom. It says DIY Dreaming, and then it says products used, and then I list the different stencils. I listed most of them. The 3 colors of chalk paste, and then I put a link to my website, which is the http://magnoliadiy.com. Anyways, I'm not finished, but I just wanted to point that out and just tell you, oh my gosh, I just think that this idea of stenciling your leaves is so creative and cute. And I did not see anyone else on Pinterest or anywhere else doing anything like this, although I'm sure people have done stuff like this. But I just couldn't wait to share it with you. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see, what do I have to show you? Okay, next I want to show you two different ones for winter or Christmas. Okay, this could be for winter or Christmas. This is that cute little deer, and it's kind of plain. I know there's things I could do to jazz it up, but I was running out of time. Okay, and then this is this ribbon that I love that I just got, that's this gray and white stripe. And you guys, I took the Christmas subway tile stencil and that black chalk paste. It's a little bit crooked, but I'm showing you the idea. I will probably do this over so that it's not crooked. But anyways, I put Christmas on there with black chalk paste. Where are my pins? Here they are. And that stencil. And you can stencil ribbon in case you hadn't thought about it. And there's tons of different, you could do a design, you could do words. There's all kinds of things that you could do. So let me just get this attached here. I need one more arm. And I'm just pinning it just for right now, just to hold it so I can show you. Okay, so there's a lot of doodads and different black design elements that you could add to this to jazz it up even more. But I love the idea of being able to stencil on your ribbon. And you guys, when I laid out my letters on my board, I knew I was going to want to do this whole porch sitter welcome sign topper or garter thing. Because if you haven't already seen it, I did a whole video where I showed you a bazillion ideas like this about how you can make garters for your battery operated candles for every season with all different kind of things. So if you haven't seen that, you should look in my videos. It was a really fun video. But anyway, so I know there's a lot more that I could do to this to jazz it up. Pull this a little, cinch it just a little bit tighter. Because I want to show you the other side of this round disc. Having a hard time here. Okay, I think that's going to stay. All right, so the other side of the disc is the Santa's sleigh. And I am also thinking that I'm going to probably do something else to this. I may do the white polka dots around it. And then I may put a white or a black Christmas word on it, and possibly even some glitter. But this was one of the discs that I stained a little bit darker so it matches my board better than this side. Okay, and isn't that cute? Can you guys see? Top to bottom. Yeah, I'm so excited. And I'm just thinking already that I know they're gonna have more, Magnolia is gonna have more of these porch sitter add-ons that you can use for spring and into next summer. I did want to show you this also. I keep getting questions about it, which is so funny because I made it a long time ago. But I used that same porch sitter stencil set. And this was just a board that I had hanging around, a leftover piece of lumber. I sanded and stained it and tied this little piece of, this is like a yarn, a wool yarn around it. And then I stenciled it with the same porch sitter stencil set that is on this board. Okay. So you can do up and down. You can do a sign side to side that says home or love, or what was the other word I said that you could spell? Well, I can't think of it right now. But anyways, so that port, and this is just one of the little swap outs that came with that basic original porch sitter stencil set. So you can see how versatile that totally is. I mean, you could do a ton of different things with it. Okay, I don't want to have everything tip over. So let's go back to what I had it on. When I first brought it in from my porch, I had this cute little brown wood disc that I stenciled with the paw prints in white chalk paste. And then this was a little wood cutout of a dog, and somebody emailed me a kitty cat too, which I haven't done it yet, but I promise you I will. It's so darling. So I painted him, this little Scotty dog, in black and put a little red collar on him. And I'm going to flip my board around and show you how it started. And then if you guys have questions or want any more information on anything, as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna hop off. Oh, I wanna show you guys the world's ugliest, seriously, stencil before I jump off. So stay with me to the end. You're gonna be shocked how ugly it is. Okay, so this was just some of this little red burlap ribbon that I believe came from Dollar Tree with a little buffalo check glued on the top of it. And this one is glued shut. It's not just pinned. Get it on. Yeah. And so that's what it's been looking like on my front porch here for a while. Since 4th of July. I took that down, the 4th of July thing I had on it, and I can't find it right now. I have too many crafts and too many craft supplies around here. Okay, one last thing, the world's ugliest stencil. All right, you ready? It's also one of my very favorites. It's this one called the Mandela lace stencil, and this is what mine looks like. This is what a well-loved, well-used, still completely usable stencil looks like, that you've done a lot of different things with. Look how ugly that is. Okay, so I did jeans, a jean jacket in white ink. Then I did a pillow project in the dark blue ink. Then I did, oh, my pillow project. Let me pull those out. I want to show you those. The pillow project that I'm starting to work on in the orange ink, and I just did little bits of it. And then I used this same stencil to do this leaf right here. I just laid it in the very center. And I've used this maybe 10 other times. So what I wanted to point out to you guys is that, yeah, these stencils do get looking kind of ugly, but if you take care of them, if you wash them promptly, the backs get looking kind of yucky too. They're not as sticky as they were in the beginning, but they're still plenty sticky if you just push them down and then hold on to them. I mean, it's still hanging on to the backing here. It's not wanting to come off. So let me grab that pillow project that I'm gonna be doing probably next week. It's 2 pillows. And these pillows are from Magnolia DIY also. This one is a lumber pillow. And I need to go get the insert for it. And I used the orange ink that they don't have right now, but they're getting lots more of it. And when they get it, you guys should order it for sure. It's called Pumpkin. It's a great color. So I did one part of a mandala in one corner and a larger part in another corner. And then I'm gonna do something across here. So, I don't know what word I'm gonna do, family or something. I haven't figured that out yet. Probably either in dark brown or black. Okay, so that's the lumber pillow. And these are the pillow inserts that you can buy under under surfaces at the magnoliadiy.com. Are you guys, am I talking way too long? I think I am. I'm just excited and I have so much to show you. And then here's the other one I'm working on. And I had a boo-boo, darn it, right here. So, yeah. Even somebody who stencils like 20 times every day still makes boo-boos. And this ink is super hard to get off, so I just opted to leave it, and we'll figure out something cute to put in this corner to sort of camouflage it. So when you're working with ink and fabric, a couple things. You don't need to fuzz your stencil before you put it on fabric, like a pillow or burlap or a t-shirt, that kind of thing. You want to just secure it really good. You want to work pretty quickly, and once you've covered an area and you can see that it's gone through the holes, don't keep going over it over and over and over and over again, and don't keep adding more ink, because when you do that with fabric, it's a lot like wood. It can have a tendency to bleed a little bit. Anyways, so I think I did a pretty good job. I'd rather have areas where I didn't quite have enough ink on it than areas where it's all bled out. And you can lift the corners and peek as you're going along. Alrighty, that's plenty for me to tell you today. I may be live later though. I hope you liked these porch sitter projects. To do your own, you would need the porch sitter stencil set, the porch sitter add-ons, whatever extra embellishments you want, like that polka dot. The mini dots is darling. I love it. I've used, this is almost as ugly of a stencil. I've used this probably 25 times and it still works great. Or the Mandela lace, or the leopard, or the stripes. I mean, or the Christmas subway tile. There's a lot of different things that you could add with it. And then grab a white, a black, and an orange chalk paste. And a squeegee. And if you think you're gonna wanna do detailed stuff, you should grab a set of these new paintbrush squeegees too. Okie dokie. Look at the bottom of this page for my pinned list of everything and a link. And let me know if you have questions. Thank you for joining me, and I will get pictures later today, share them on this post, also on this page. And I will see you guys later.